Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine and say hello to Rocco.
Hi, Rocco Gibson here.
Recording artist, chef, yoga instructor, and he's showing us how to start the day on a positive note. And while we're hanging out with Rocco, get ready for a dose of healthy vibes for mind, body, and spirit.
Black pepper. There we go. Bon appetit. I'm going to start the day by going to Stewart's and getting myself some coffee and maybe a breakfast sandwich. Now I'm headed to the mall for just some light mall walking, and I'm going to stop in the bookstore to just window shop and browse around. I had an impulse to drive up to Saratoga since I have the time to do that, to go into my favorite crystal shop, to walk down Broadway, but then the cautious part of me said, no, keep things local, which is what I'm doing. After the mall, I'm probably going to head to the plaza where my favorite bagel shop is and stop in that bookstore. So it'll be about bookstore hopping and window shopping and just keeping things light, but yet being able to get out of the house and really just take advantage of the time. Granted, this was a surgery, and granted, my body is healing and I have to keep things light, but it's still a staycation. So, I'm not going to waste the time. And when I do need to lay it down, when I do need to be in the house, I am going to fill that time up with reading, some of which I'll be sharing with you. I'll be reading some Tao verses and some Eckhart Tolle and some Byron Katie. You guys know. I'm glad I listened to my instinct because I did some mall walking and I need to sit down. It's not the same kind of fatigue as the muscle relaxer, and I'm very grateful because I never want to take a muscle relaxer again. Hey folks, it's Wednesday and I am on my way to the doctor. I have arrived. I'm gonna ask the doctor about the gym, just making sure it's okay that I go. I am a little on the sleepy side, but and the stent causes fatigue because, your body is carrying this piece of plastic in it, and it can, it can drain you because, it causes cramping and a lot of discomfort. So, and that's been pretty much controlled with a lot of ibuprofen, a lot of aspirin, and muscle relaxers up until 2 days ago. So once the stent comes out, then, I might be ready to just go right ahead and resume. I have a gym bag packed, just in case. If the doctor says yes, I'm gonna go right to the gym after this, which is about a 10-minute drive. If he says no, then I am going to go to a local park to shoot footage for my next music video, Mama Joan, which is going to be about, I'm not really sure what the storyline is going to be about yet, but I do know that it's going to involve shooting visuals of local parks, and believe it or not, the cemetery across the street where I live, where my brother and grandparents are buried. I kind of want it to be about the piece of passing on, and that when you do pass on, you go to a peaceful place. So that's what I'm hoping will come out in the video. But as I've said many times, what the finished result of either a song or a video is, it could end up being completely different than what I originally planned. So we'll see. Okay, it's out. Oh, wow. My original plan was to do the gin like as soon as the stent came out. I figured that I would be able to. I have to say, when after the doctor pulled the stent out, I think I was in as much pain as when I came out of the surgery. So I asked him, I said, what are your thoughts on that? And he said, you need at least a few more days, so that you can still continue to heal up. I'm very happy to say that my first day back at work has been really easy. It's my first training day in my new position, so there really has been a lot of reviewing the manual, which really tells about the job, studying my new job duties, researching members that I am going to be working with. All very, very easy, do it at your own pace stuff. On lunch, I actually was able to get my calisthenics in, which is great. I had the stent pulled out only yesterday. I have no pain. I have no discomfort. I did take half the amount of Tylenol that I usually would take, and I feel absolutely fine. There's no discomfort, there's no cramping, there's nothing. So I'm feeling pretty much back to myself. And now that I have some workout in my system, I'm feeling really good. Tomorrow I am going to try to get back to the gym. It's been just over a week and a half since the last time I was at the gym doing the weights and the elliptical. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try, and I have a feeling I'll be okay because, look, I was able to do 100 push-ups, 100 crunches. I was able to do full wheel push-ups, which I will, maybe I'll show you. The form isn't perfect, and I would rather not present something to you guys unless the form is right. I did it. I did 40 minutes of elliptical. I did my abs. I did my arms and my shoulders. So, today is Friday. It's the end of the work week, and oddly the second day of the work week because my first day back was yesterday. And I'm training for my new position, and with training comes reading, research, etc. I do it at my own pace. So unless something unexpected happens where they either want me to do functions of my old job to help the others, there's probably not going to be much going on except for just reading and reviewing, which is always welcome. Downtime is always a good thing. When I say downtime, I'm not talking, not doing anything. I'm talking, the ability to fit other things in that I otherwise would not. I'm going to review all my old materials, all the stuff I did from the beginning. I'm going to use the time wisely. So to a productive work day. And weekend is coming up. Hi guys, welcome to talk on the 7th chakra, Sahasrara, I am not pronouncing this correctly, but feel free to go to YouTube, feel free to go to Google to get the correct pronunciation. It means thousandfold, which refers to the chakra's symbol. Because I didn't want to throw too much at you in these videos, there's a lot of information. I haven't brought up the symbols that each chakra has, but this is an exception because the 1,000-petal lotus, which is the symbol, is the name of this chakra. When the chakra is balanced, it's your connection that you really feel to your spirit, to your spiritual life, to all of the benefits living in spirit gives to you. It is your connection to your higher power. So the colors, well, the color ultimately is violet, but also I've heard that this chakra is also associated with white. I've heard that this chakra is also associated with gold, according to Deepak Chopra. But ultimately just know that it's the highest vibration, and the color with the highest vibration is what resonates with this chakra. It's really a frequency thing. This is why chakras are associated with colors, with musical keys, etc. The musical key, by the way, is B as in boysenberry, so just remember that. This is the artwork that my favorite artist, Amy Zerner, made for this. You can see there's violet. You can also see there's shades of, for those of you that are color experts, amethyst, lavender, etc. So when the chakra is underactive, you're not going to feel any connection to spirit, which for some people can lead to just a sense of unfulfillment. That can lead to depression, according to certain things that I've read when researching this chakra. I have to confess, when I'm not connected with this chakra, life just does not feel as good. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter what plate of food is in front of me. It doesn't matter how much money I may or may not have in my bank account. I'm not going to feel the fulfillment. When I'm connected to this chakra, everything feels amazing. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, doesn't matter where I am, it doesn't matter who I'm with. And it doesn't mean that there aren't challenges, but because you have that connection, you just have that sense of spiritual fulfillment. If the chakra is overactive, by the way, this is where certain people can turn into religious fanatics. This is where certain people who have all of their energy up here without realizing it, paying more attention, focusing more on, for example, prayer or faith, when this person may really need to be going to a doctor or planning to fix a problem, as opposed to relying all on spirit. And that is not a criticism of anybody who happens to, want to use prayer to, for healing purposes, or using prayer to help out a financial situation. That's beautiful. What I am talking about is the child who's in a bed, truly sick, and the parent is only praying and only using faith. That's what I'm talking about, where there's so much attention put into spiritual matters or religious matters. This is really a spiritual thing. It's not a religious thing with the 7th chakra. It really is about your connection to whatever your higher power happens to be. So, how are the other chakras related to this? When this chakra is balanced, all of the other chakras are balanced. So, when this chakra is open, when you can feel that glow in the top of your head as you walk about the street, as you go about your day, you're going to feel rooted, That's the first chakra. You're going to feel satisfied and creative. That's the second chakra. You're going to feel powerful in a healthy way. That's your third chakra. You're going to feel the love for yourself as well as other people around you. You'll feel compassionate. That's your fourth chakra. You are going to be speaking your truth and living your truth. That is your fifth chakra. You're going to see things as they are, as they could be. That's your sixth chakra. And of course, you are going to feel the light all around you. In my opinion, this is what it is. This is how it feels when all of the chakras are balanced. You are much more likely to be in the moment. And in the moment doesn't mean not looking at your phone to, find out what time it is. It doesn't mean you don't plan. It just means that as you do everything, as you text, as you look at your calendar, you can feel the life force in your body and you are really here. A couple of things you can do to keep the chakra balanced. Tap the top of your head, feel the stimulation, take one of your fingers, and it's at the very top, and feel the sensation. On your inhalations, breathe in your connection to your higher power and breathe out any doubts about that. Breathe out any disconnect. Breathe in the idea that you are way more than your body. Breathe out the belief that you are a fragment that's separated from anything else. Breathe in your connection to everything around you. Breathe out any ideas that you are a separation. We're all connected. We all are made of the same molecules, pretty much. And we all come from the same place. So I hope this information helps you. And if there's more information that you want on the chakras, please look them up on Google, look them up on YouTube. There's a gazillion resources out there, but hopefully this helps. Peace. Hi guys, I want to talk about my music video, Babe. What it's really about is, it's about two things. It's about, number one, the grief and loss we have to face when we lose someone we love. All relationships are temporary. We never know how long someone is going to be with us. And the message is to really, really love who you're with while they're with you, at least in the physical form. The other is that at the same time, no relationship is temporary, in the sense that when you really truly have that love for someone, they're always going to be with you. And at the end of the video, my character is reunited with the person he is grieving for in the beginning of the video. There's a contrast between what he's dealing with when he's grieving. The filter is very dark, it's very gray, and when he sees him again, the filter is very light, it's very colorful. On one hand, you see him really somber and really heartbroken, and on the other, he's beaming and he's very happy. And I wanted to just state that, I personally believe that whether it's your parent, whether it is a sibling, whether it is your spouse, that person is always going to be with you, and the purpose of the video is to really show that. But I hope you guys enjoy, and grab some Kleenex.
There's always more to read at Next Chapter Books and Art, winner of Sun Journal's Reader's Choice Awards for New Bern's Best Bookstore in 2025. Owned by local author Michelle Guerin-Fly, Next Chapter Books and Art features local authors and artists' works, as well as new and used books of all sorts. Don't forget, we carry gift certificates for that special book lover in your life. For more information, call 252-633-5774. That's 252-633-5774. And check out our event page on our website at thenextchapternc.com.